In Pokot culture, men were the kings. If the Mzee is interested with you, he'll come and place the walking stick just beside the door. Not a must. That if this man comes to your house, you must have, in Pokot we call it tapa. There was no tapa. That is to say, there was no sex. If you hear the tapping of the stick, then that is to say you are wanted on the other bed. You come after the operation, you go back to your bed. There was no discussion at yakwambie, mom, I love you, your hairstyle, oh, you smell nice. There was no smelling well. You come here, you know what you've come for. Do it and go back to your bed now. That house, if the woman was in the menstruation period, yeah, there was a sign a woman would show to the man that I'm menstruating. And that was it. So sex was sex was being determined by men. You must shelve your fires. We are in the Pokot Gallery. In this Pokot Gallery, we are displaying the Pokot artifacts, the Pokot culture, for other people to come and see. Whatever is displayed here, those were the olden things which are not found today on the market. Because like now, if the Pokot boys come here, they sometimes don't understand the names which were used to call those things. If you ask him, how do you call this? He will tell you, I don't know. So the meaning of the essence of this gallery here is actually to remind the Pokot boys where they have come from, that this is where we are, and we need to have our culture back. So this is just to remind the Pokot people that they need to know where they came from. So this is the household for Pokot people. And when the Pokot are migrating, these are the lowland Pokot, the pastoral Pokot. So when they are migrating from one place to another looking for the green pasture, this is how they pack. Now whatever they are packing are these ones here. And then they move with their animals, goats and sheep, and the cows like this. So in Pokot, when you see those lines, that is a bull that one can be named after. For example, if he's called Todonyang. Todonyang is the beauty of those lines animals. Is named after a big bull with big horns. So those are the lines which men are being named after. Yes, in Pokot culture. That one is a god. This god is used for Muratina, but that Muratina is used for blessing. So Muratina is put here, then it's drunk from here. Then as you drink Muratina, you spray, and then you speak some words. Yes. Yeah, these are the clothings for women, the women attire. Unaweza kubali tumbo yako ionekane hivi?
No.
Kwa nini?
No.
You see, with the Pokot, they are morally upright. Even if you see the stomach, with them, they are not showing anything. They are not looking for men to see anything, just their dressing. But today, if you go to Nairobi, go to Kitale, go to Kapengo on the street, you'll find women trying to, how do you call it? Tumbo cut. Yeah. But for these ones, they are purely upright. Yes. We also go for circumcision. This is for FGM. Yeah, it used to be, but then today, if you ask him, he will tell you they no longer do it. And if there are those who are doing it, they do it very privately because the government is on their neck and nobody is allowed to do this. We have two types of Pokot. We have the highland Pokot and the lowland Pokot. Now these are the agricultural Pokot. And then behind there, we have the lowland Pokot. Sasa hawa ni wale wakulima na pia wanafuga ng'ombe. Alafu wa chini pale ni purely pastoralist. They move from one place to another. Wale wanaishi kwa communal land huko chini. So in this compound, as you come from the gate, extreme right, this is first wife. We call her Chewo, meaning elder wife. Then on the left, the second wife, we call her Chemunungo. Chemunungo means second wife. Sasa, And then that wife would come to the right, fourth to the left, like that, depending with the number of women this man has in this homestead. Now, in Pokot culture, men were the kings. In Pokot culture, men were the kings. Where we are seated, when the man comes from grazing the animals, he sits here. This one will bring ugali, this one ugali, or anything that a woman will have prepared. So as this woman brings ugali before this man, she must come in a manner that is well-pleasing to the man. You ask him, he will tell you. You must come in a manner that is well-pleasing to the man. So if you please the man, you must come smiling, catwalking, showing him that I'm here, do all those things. So that now, if the Mzee is interested with you, he'll come and place the walking stick just beside the door. Then as he puts that walking stick beside the door, then at around 6:30 or 6 in the evening, the mama will come and pick the walking stick to the house. Then as the Mzee comes to the house, the woman spends on her bed, the night on her bed, and the man puts to his bed. In Pokot, men and women were not allowed to sleep on the same bed together. As I was saying, men were kings. So as you put on your bed, it was now up to the prerogative of the man to decide either to call on the woman or to keep quiet, because it was not a must that if this man comes to your house, you must have, in Pokot we call it tapa. There was no tapa, that is to say, there was no sex. Sex was yes, it was a must. Sex was being determined by men. When a man comes to that house, he can decide to keep quiet till morning, or he may want to call on you. And now you as a woman, if you are really in need of this man, your work is to pray. You tell God, remind this man that I'm here. Because if you call on him, the Mzee will not talk to you. The following morning, you appear before the council of elders. The elders will ask you, Mama, we understand you are calling on your man. What do you want to tell him? Then you are given a chance. You are given a mic. Tell him. Or tell them what you want to tell the man. So it was an abomination for a Pokot woman to call on the man. And that was the culture that kept the Pokot women to be so sensitive to the issue family, so that they were able to grow up in a manner that was not just any man you call on him. So that's why the Pokot men and the Pokot women were together, but with a lot of discipline. So on that bed, if the man wanted the woman to come to your bed, there was a small stick like this. The man faces the head this side, and the woman on the other side. If you hear the tapping of the stick, then that is to say you are wanted on the other bed. So yours is to cross silently, you come under. Are you getting the point? You come under. You come after the operation, you go back to your bed. There was no discussion at yakwambie, Mom, I love you, your hairstyle, oh, you smell nice. There was no smelling well. You come here, you know what you've come for. Do it and go back to your bed now. No, Pokot man, you could not please him because he knows what he wants. If the woman is not ready, yes, like men, you see, men were the operators.
No, like maybe she's on a ministry period.
He has options.
No, he has another option. He would go to the first wife or second wife.
The elder is in the house. Now he's calling the lady.
No, you could not go to that house if the woman was in the menstruation period. Okay. Yeah, there was a sign a woman would show to the man that I'm menstruating. And that was it. So, if the man went to that house, na mwanamke akuite, you have a problem. So the question is, before you call on me now, how many men have you called upon during daytime in my absence? It means you are a prostitute. You must learn to keep quiet however much you are burning. You must store, you must shelve your fires.
To add on what he said, you see, sometimes, because you are many, when Mzee comes in, you might be wise and send your child to pick his walking stick. So now when Baba comes here, so his walking stick going to that direction. It's also a clear communication that you may be needed by that woman. So, but now the question is, what about if the three of them needs you? the children will come running to pick that.
Yes.
There will be a competition in that walking stick. Anyway, that is the beauty.
Yeah.
But as you say it, this is what we need, by the way. You can imagine the issue of immorality. The moral behavior is very yeah. In Pokot culture, you can't get a child giving birth at home.
No, you can't.
You can't get because
Whatever you go, you are being called.
yes, the YouTube, the TikTok
I'm
is
telling you.
giving us a lot of drama.
Like in Pokot now. Now things are changing, but just a bit behind. If a woman was dressing like this, in trousers, I'm telling you, there was no Pokot woman that would come near you, because they would assume you want to spoil them. What will the people say if they see me with you? So any good Pokot woman will not come closer to you. So if you go down there, you must be in a dress like this, or in that decent whatever. But if you dress like this, my friend, you are a prostitute to them. The lowland Pokot, if you go to Kacheliba, Alale towards Uganda, these are the structures found down there. And for us here, we are using the cement on the roof. But if you go to Kacheliba, Alale, they use the soil and the cow dung to smear the roof. And this house is built by a woman. The work for Pokot women down there is to build the house, to look after the cows and feed the family. And the men were the keepers of the homestead. Yes.
So does it still have categories like the one of the...
Yes, because now you have number 1, number 2, number 3 like that.
It's just for one?
It's just for one.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe you can go in and see the bed.
The corners.
Yes, and how.
And now you see, this one is a self-contained house.
It looks like, oh, nice. This is the master bedroom here.
This is for the court.
These are the weapons used by the Pokot people. This is the spear, the bow, and those are the arrows. This is the quiver. The arrows were...
Yeah, where they are stored.
Yes, they're stored here and like that. Yes.
How was your experience?
You see, mine is just satisfaction that the people who are visiting to this place for the first time are getting the value of their time. Mm-hmm. And I know they are really satisfied to see several good things. And actually, West Pokot is the host to this very important history of the country, and you have witnessed.
Sure.
But I have to promise the Kenyans and the world that we have so many other hidden treasures, and it's waiting for you people to come and discover them. And we will tell this story from a point of known to the people whom we do not know. Thank you so much.
That's the message to you from Job.